ओम शांति, ओम शांति। हम क्लास नहीं कराती है।
So I'm not doing a class. Do you know that?
Okay.
Is the translation okay?
तो अच्छा लगता है, बोलिए आपस में बैठ के।
But it just seems really good to sit together, and while sitting in silence, we're revising the Murli.
बोलिए सुनने समय अच्छी लगती है।
When listening to the Murli, we enjoy the Murli.
बुद्धि ऐसी नहीं है।
But the intellect
रिवाइज करने के बगैर हमको याद आवे।
needs to revise, otherwise it won't remember.
अनुभव कहता है।
Experience says,
अकेला रिवाइज करो।
when you revise by yourself, it's good. But when you revise in a gathering, with a group,
और पक्की हो जाती है।
it becomes even more firm.
खाना खाने को अच्छा लगता है।
You like to eat the food. You're able to digest the food, the knowledge, and through that you're able to have that strength. And so by revising,
शक्ति आती है।
we gain power, strength,
बहुत आती है।
lots.
बाबा ने क्या सुनाया? बाबा
What did Baba relate? All the different things again and again. What did Baba say? What did Baba say? And so again, it's almost like a mantra internally where I think about that I have to be the one who's threaded into the rosary. And so when they say about to die in your lane and to live in your lane, and so not physically die, but die spiritually from the old world, and then I'm able to be the garland around Baba's neck. So does everyone feel that you are the ones who are the garland around Baba's neck? And first, Baba makes you the one makes. So, first, Baba makes you the ones who are part around his neck, and then the world. And so we remember Baba, but basically they just chant mantras and they remember through words. But we remember through our minds, through our heart. And so the Father, the Teacher, the Sadguru. So Baba is saying again and again that remember who your Father, who your Teacher, who your Sadguru is. And so the Father is very happy that your attachment from the old world is removed. Think about what kind of world it's like. It's not worth anything. There's so many evil spirits. To keep us safe, Baba has sat us here together. He gives us drishti and he takes us beyond with his drishti. And by relating knowledge, he makes us honest and true. And so first he adopts us. And so remember who's adopted you. Incorporeal Father has adopted incorporeal souls. So of course the body, but it's the souls that have been adopted by the incorporeal Father. When they adopt, they don't say, I'm adopting a soul. They say, I'm adopting this child. And then the child also feels that I'm going to be this one's child, and so I'm going to receive that kingdom or that wealth. I was the child of a poor person, and now I will be the child of a wealthy person. And so when they adopt a child in the world, they usually adopt a child when the child is young, so that the child doesn't remember who their real natural parents are, the biological parents. Isn't that how it is in the world? So the child shouldn't remember the biological parents. And the parents usually tell that child when the child grows up. And when they do, the child doesn't like it.
और अगर जुट टूट फिर से लगा
And so
मर्ज
that
हो जाता है।
it's as if that attachment is again, it emerges because
किसका बच्चा था,
I didn't even know who my parents were.
इतना हमको
And so that attachment is again recreated with the biological parents.
इतना ऑटोमेटिक भूल जाए
And so to automatically forget
तो अब
this
किसके
attachment
बच्चे
and
हैं,
the connections with the old world
नशा चढ़ा है।
and the intoxication of who I belong to now should always be there. The one who's making me into Lakshmi and Narayan, I'm that father's child.
इतना ऊंचे ते ऊंचे भगवान के बच्चे हैं।
I'm the child of the highest on high Father.
इतना अच्छा लगा, बाबा कहते हैं बाप के बच्चे हो।
It feels really good when Baba says that you are the children of the Father.
बच्चा दिया बनाया है।
And I've made you my child to give you the inheritance of the world. I'm giving you the teachings of the to make you into the masters of Brahman, and I'm giving you the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. And so emerge Brahman, the soul world, and then the whole knowledge of the world, the physical world. And he gives you such teachings in such a way. This knowledge is so wonderful. And so the knowledge reminds you that yes, I had claimed this kingdom from Baba before, and I am now claiming again. And so now I am following the Sadguru's teachings. And so, Baba, I will do whatever you say. And from your heart, you say that. And it feels really good. To move along the way Baba wants me to move along. That feels good. And then that guarantee that Baba will take me with him. No, not that I'm going to follow Baba, but together with Baba I'm going to go home. And in that supreme abode we are going to live together. And that's why when Baba created the tree for the soul world, the incorporeal tree, I remember the picture. And so in that tree first they had a garland made, but then Baba said, no, make a tree, because that's where we're going. And so then we created another picture of the soul world, and then Baba had given us that picture as a gift. Baba had given me a gift, and in that picture there was little bulbs, because I used to like those kind of things, and so Baba used to give me. And we never used to think, where's the money come from for the exhibitions, the hall, the room. Baba never gave me a chance to think, where's the money going to come from? I used to say, Baba, this is so good. And Baba used to say, child, take this. I'm going to get another one made for you, and I'm going to give you that. And the pictures that are in the history hall, the Trimurti, the tree, the cycle, they're so wonderful. Shall I relate the history of the one who created those pictures? There was a new student in Ambala. He was a scientist. It was really hard for knowledge to sit in his intellect, because he was a scientist. He knew how to make world maps, and that was his business. And for him to sit and understand the knowledge of the cycle, the tree, was really difficult. And one day I sat him down and I said, you're so good. He was actually very good. He was very virtuous. He was very honest. But knowledge wouldn't sit in his intellect. And so I said to him, just sit in yoga, just sit in yoga. And so he sat in yoga. His name was Fakir Chand, which means Fakir means one who's poor, and Chand means it's like one who's a master, a merchant. And so I said, sit down and just make your mind peaceful. But he said, no, but I have a habit to create maps and do this and that. But Daddy said that it'll happen, don't worry. And so he had such a nice experience of Baba. And then when he came to Baba, then Baba named him Amir Chand. Amir means one who is wealthy. It's from being fakir, the one who was poor, he was named Amir, the one who is wealthy. And so he understood who is Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. And then in the small hall, he sat down with Baba, and Baba guided him, and he made those pictures. It took many months. Baba kept him in Madhuban. The Trimurti, the tree, the cycle, he made it with his own hands. And then I said, Baba, this is so good. And then Baba said to him, child, she likes this. Can you make another copy? And Baba sent me to Pune. And the same size that's there in History Hall. And Prem used to be with me, and Baba said that she should explain with a stick, like, and point everything, and hire a hall. And so we booked a hall. Baba in the morning had sent the pictures, and then evening he sent a letter saying the child on top of that tree and cycle, right? That this is what's going to open the eyes of the blind ones. It's going to give the blind ones sight. And so he said the teacher should explain this very well, and then the intellect opened really well. And so those who imbibe knowledge well, and when the picture of the soul world was created, and I said, Baba, this is so good. And Baba again sent that one to me. And so Baba said, put it ahead and explain it well. And explain how Shiv Baba is there. And the souls who are going to be part of the golden and the silver age, how they are going to live together. And then how others will go into the different sections from the different religions. As the souls of the different religions come into the incorporeal world, they will go into their own section. You heard this in the Murli, didn't you? So there isn't a picture here, Daddy can't see one. And so how Baba explained how they will go into different sections. And so all the different souls, where will they sit? Baba now explains how. It's not they will go here, there, and everywhere. It's like there's a system, and here there's a world. This world is round. There's different lands, different countries. The souls need a place to stay in, and so the body is that place the soul lives in. The soul needs a big place to live in, and so the body's big. But there in the incorporeal world, the soul doesn't need any space. It's tiny, but we live with the Father there. And so how the different souls of the different religions are in their different sections, and they're together in their own with their own religion families, and so they're not so close to Baba. And so by explaining all of this, Baba is reminding us of home. And so the Father, the home, if you don't remember the Father, if you don't remember the home, then you're not able to become soul conscious, you're not able to leave body consciousness. And for whatever reasons, body consciousness just holds you and kind of traps you in it. And I want to become free, but I'm not able to be free. But Daddy's seen how some don't even want to be free from body consciousness. It's like they're scared to become free, because it's become a support. Facilities and people have become a support, and so don't want to leave the supports. And so if somebody wants to leave the support, then Baba in a second will allow you to become free. In the beginning, the song, when we used to sit in yoga, there was a song that we are going towards our home. Somebody is pulling me with the thread of love. And this song was so beautiful. At 4 o'clock we used to come and sit, and that song used to be played. We are going towards our home. somebody is pulling us with the thread of love.
प्रेम की डोर ऐसा
The
प्रेम
thread
की
of
डोर
love,
डालता है,
he
इतनी आकर्षण है उसमें,
he sort of connects that thread of love with us in such a way that we become free from our body and the bodily relations, and so we become detached.
आदत पड़ जाए.
And the habit is instilled of how to become detached. The reason why I came here, and my bhavna, the reason, the feeling that I came here with was that that final stage isn't going to happen by itself. You have to create it, you have to make it.
अंत में स्थिति अभी बनाई हुई होगी
And so
तो काम
the,
में आएगी.
the final stage, you have to create that right now, and that's what's going to help. If you don't create it now, then the worry of what's going to happen, don't waste any time worrying about the final scenes.
कोने में क्यों बैठे?
Why are you sitting in the corners? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Why are you
अभी
sitting in the
अंत में
corners
स्थिति
of the
कैसी
different
हो,
rooms? Daddy likes to be in the middle and
हो.
near and towards the front.
अगर ये चित्त विना
And so
नहीं
if my
है,
final stage is created now, and if I don't have
तो
this
समझो,
concern, then understand
उसको मेरा बाप है, टीचर है,
that my
सतगुरु
father,
है,
my teacher,
दिन
my
भर में
Sadguru, during the
बाप है
day,
तो मैं आज्ञाकारी रहूं.
it's like I won't do this, which is that
शिक्षक
if
है
I
तो
really
सारी
feel that
दिन
the father is my
शिक्षाओं को अमल
father,
में लाऊं.
then I will be obedient. The
सतगुरु है,
teacher, I will
श्रीमत
bring
के
those teachings
पर
into my
कदम
life.
कदम पर
And the
चलूं.
Sadguru, I will follow his footstep at every
एक एक
moment.
संकल्प भी श्रीमत वाला हो.
And so my thought at every second will be one that is
संकल्प में
aligned
पता
to
चलता है
Srimad. And so in my
कि
thoughts, I'm
श्रीमत
able to
है,
see, I'm able to
और
feel
श्रीमत से
and
देह
realize
मान
that this is Srimad. And it's through
देह
that
मान
that
से
I'm
मन मत
able
हो.
to be. And if I don't do any of this, if I don't have
या
these
तो
thoughts
कोई
and
के
concern,
और
then I
के
will be
मत के
body
प्रभाव के
conscious.
अंदर होंगी.
Or I'll get impressed by other people, I'll get
तो वो साथ
influenced,
तो
and
बाबा जी
so
जा नहीं
I get
सकते.
attached to everything. My threads get pulled to other things, and then I won't be
सजा
able to
खा
go
करके
with Baba. Because, yeah, and when I do go, there will be
ख्याल करो
punishment.
सजाओं का.
So think about punishment.
द्वापर के बाद तो गर्भ में सजा मिलती है.
After the copper age, you begin to experience punishment in the
जो
womb.
कुछ बुरा कर्म करते हैं.
Whatever wrong actions you've been performing,
इसलिए गर्भ जेल कहते
and
हैं.
that's why they say the womb
और अभी
is
जो
like a
सजा
jail, but
मिलती है ना,
now the punishment you will
चलो
receive.
अंत में अभी तो बाबा सजा का नाम नहीं लेता
Okay,
है.
right now Baba isn't
अभी
mentioning
सिखाई दे
punishment.
रहा है.
Right now he's just giving you teachings.
समझा रहा है.
He's explaining.
पहले प्यार दे रहा है.
First he's giving
शिक्षा
love,
दे रहा
he's
है.
giving teachings,
श्रीमत भी दे रहा है.
he's giving you elevated
ये
directions.
करो, ये
Do
बच्चे
this,
नहीं
do
करो,
that.
ये करो.
Children do this, children
परंतु
don't do
समय
that.
आएगा,
But time
पाठ
will
पूरा
come,
हुआ तो क्या करेगा?
and this part will finish. What's going to happen then?
साक्षात्कार होगा.
Then we will
जो बाप टीचर
receive
सतगुरु
visions,
जिन्हें नहीं मानी.
and what will those visions be? The visions will show how
सत्य की पद
I
तो
didn't
भ्रष्ट
follow
हुआ.
what the Father was saying. I didn't do what the
अभी का
Sadguru
भी
was
जो
saying.
सुख लेना
And so that
बाबा
feeling
भाग्य
that you
था
will
ना वो
experience,
कमाया.
that's the punishment. That I'm
संगम
missed
युग
out on the
पर जो
fortune of
सुखी रहने का,
confluence
सुख
age.
देने का जो भाग्य है ना,
The fortune of happiness at the confluence age, I missed out.
सदा सुखी रहना, सुख
To be
देना,
constantly happy and
माना
experience that
पद्मा पदम
happiness
भाग्यशाली बनना.
means to be one who is multi-million
मैंने
times
कमाया.
fortunate. I missed out on this.
तो ये
And
जो
so it's that
पश्चाताप है ना, वो भी बड़ी सजा
repentance,
है.
this is the biggest punishment,
और एक
repentance.
सूक्ष्म बात
And there's a
मैंने-
subtle thing as well.
बाबा ने अभी कही है या कभी कही है, भाई
I
याद
can't
नहीं
remember
है.
when Baba said it, just recently or before, I
मैं
can't
समय अभी
remember.
कहा है.
I think it's more recently
सूक्ष्म
Baba has
अभी
said
अभी कई
this,
समय भोग रहे हैं.
that many are actually experiencing subtle punishment now, Baba has
क्यों?
said.
कभी कभी
How and why? Because sometimes
ऐसे मन में ऐसी बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो जाती है,
the intellect becomes a little corrupt.
माया इतना बुद्धि को अपने में अच्छी तरह से खींच करके अपने
Maya
खींच करके
pulls you in such ways
ऐसी बुद्धि को भ्रष्ट बनाती है,
that it makes the intellect
उसका
corrupted.
दुख इतना पीछे होता है, अभी अभी होता है.
And so the pain from that, you
तो
experience it
बाबा
now.
अंदर से निकले ना वो भी मुश्किल है.
And for even the word Baba to emerge from my heart is difficult.
बाबा से क्षमा मांगे ना वो भी मुश्किल है.
It's even difficult to ask for forgiveness from Baba.
क्यों अभी तो पापा की गति बढ़ती रहती है.
Because sins are increasing around at the moment.
ये भोगना इतनी भोगना है.
And
बाप इतना सुख दे रहा है.
Father is giving so much happiness, yet I'm experiencing pain.
अपने संकल्पों के कारण.
Why? Because of my own
अपने
thoughts,
कर्म.
because of my own actions,
देह अभिमान वश.
because of body consciousness, because of attachment to another human being.
ऐसे कर्म कर रहा है.
I am performing such
उसका
actions
शरीर के द्वारा मन के द्वारा दुख भोग रहा है.
that I'm experiencing pain through the body, through the
एक रात
mind.
को मैं पढ़ती हूँ तो उसमें बाबा ने बड़ी अच्छी बात बोली है.
At night time, I read a few things, and so I was reading how how Baba was saying how children who stay in remembrance and those who do service with an honest heart, doesn't matter what happens to the body,
वो भी याद से,
but with remembrance,
के दुआओं से,
with the blessings from service, it's as if that
तन भी दुरुस्त रहे,
something
मन
as
भी
big as
दुरुस्त
crucifix
रहे.
becomes like a thorn.
ये याद और
And so my mind is healthy, my body is healthy, even though no matter what's happening
सेवा
physically.
में किसी का ऐसा लगा हो गया.
If in service I become attached to someone or somebody becomes attached to me,
सारी कमाई चट.
my income finished.
बाबा ने कहा दलाल से थोड़ी करेंगे. दलाल
You
तो
can't
agent तो नहीं
become
मिलता है.
attached to the agent.
बाबा भी ब्रह्मा
Agent
बाबा भी
is an
कहते हैं, मैं
instrument.
दलाल
Brahma
हूँ.
Baba is saying, I'm an agent. Remember the one above. He points to that one.
बाकी मैं टीचर कौन हूँ?
Otherwise, who knows? I'm the teacher. Somebody remembers me, the
उसकी
teacher.
गति क्या होगी?
What's going to happen to their fortune, their
मैं उससे
progress?
खुश हो जाऊँ.
And if I become happy that they kind of
गति
think
क्या
of me
होगी?
as something, then what's going to be my stage? What's going to be my status?
एक तो मैं आत्मा समझूं
And
अपने
so
को,
to think of myself as a
तो कर्म
soul,
बंधन से कट जावे,
then
कर्म नाश हो जाए.
through that I'm able to
बाबा की याद में रह
break
करके
the
कर्म
bondages of
नाश हो
karmic
जाए, जो
accounts.
भूल से भी विकल्प कोई
And
ऐसा
I-
खराब संकल्प, ऐसा व्यर्थ संकल्प भी ना आए.
and no waste
मेरे से
thought, no
कोई
sinful
ऐसा-
thought will even arise in my mind
उल्टा कर्म कराने
through
के
which
लिए,
I will perform a wrong action.
जो कुल मर्यादा के अनुकूल नहीं है.
Anything that's doesn't follow the
ब्रह्मा
godly
कुल मर्यादा
family
के अनुकूल नहीं है.
code of conduct, anything that's
वो उल्टा कर्म मेरे से हो जाए,
anything wrong that I
मेरी गति
perform.
क्या होगी?
So if I don't follow the godly family code
और
of conduct, then
एक
what's
बारी
going to
उल्टा
happen to my
कर्म हुआ,
status? Once I perform a wrong action,
मसाला दूसरा बना जरूर होगा.
it'll happen again.
आदत पर खींचेंगे.
The habit will
जिसके
pull,
साथ
pull
हुआ,
you, and with the
जो
person
मैंने
that you
किया,
committed that sin with, that person, but that negative karma that'll pull you. So the previous negative karma, that's not finished, but the ones that you're performing right now, they'll pull you even more.
अभी जो बढ़ गया उसकी
And so
सजा कितनी होगी?
you're accumulating on this sin, and so what's going to be the punishment from all of
बाबा के
this?
साथ जाना, सुखधाम में ऐसे आना,
To go with Baba, to come into the
ऊपर से
land
ऐसे
of
आना,
happiness in this way,
जैसे श्री कृष्ण आ
and to
रहा
come
है.
in that way, that in that feeling that Shri Krishna is
अभी
coming,
आत्मा उनके साथ
and
आ
I,
रही
the
हूँ.
soul, am also coming with Shri Krishna down here to this
बहुत
land of
मुरली पर
happiness.
ध्यान दो, बहुत
Give
ध्यान.
so much attention to the
मैं
Murli.
आ रही थी,
I was
आधा
coming,
क्लास तो उठ के चला गया.
and I saw that half the class had left.
क्या करते होंगे?
What were you doing?
ऐसी कोई सेवा तो नहीं हुई.
It's not that you've got
पूरी
service.
मैं पूरी भी नहीं हुई होंगी.
Murli hadn't even finished, and I saw as I was coming that you were. Some people were returning or going to other places. What are you going to be doing all day?
हम बाबा के पास क्यों आए हैं?
Why have we come here to Baba?
क्यों आए हैं?
Why have we come to Baba?
यज्ञ में क्यों आए हैं?
Why have we come to the yajna?
बाबा ने ये यज्ञ किस लिए रचा?
Why did Baba create this yajna?
हम ब्राह्मणों को ब्राह्मण लाइफ क्या है यज्ञ में बैठ के देखो.
Sit and understand what this Brahmin life is, what this yajna is. Do service and see. Don't just listen to the murli and that's it. Oh, I don't get a murli in my hand, and so
बोली क्या है?
No, if you read the Murli at home, I mean, what's that?
इससे पहले के ज़माने में बाबा
In
के
the old
ज़माने
days,
में
in Baba's days,
जो कोई बच्चा थोड़ी भूल करता था बाबा का
if a,
मुरली बंद
if a child made a mistake, Baba used to say, no more Murli for that one.
थोड़ी भी छोटी सी भूल करने वाले
A small mistake.
सजा मुरली बंद
Punishment, no more Murli.
बहुत बहुत रो के पश्चाताप करे
And when that child cried and really repented,
तो पश्चाताप तो आजकल कोई करता नहीं है
nobody
मुरली
repents
मिलनी
these
चाहिए,
days.
मुरली मिलनी
But I want Murli. All they do say is, I want Murlis. I should receive Murlis.
मुरली क्या है
What is Murli?
ऐसे 3 पेज कागज के नहीं है
They're not just not just three pieces of paper.
मुरली तो हमको जीवदान देने वाली
Murli is what gives you that donation of
को अच्छी तरह
life.
से श्रेष्ठ बनाने
It
वाली
makes your life elevated.
सब दुख दूर कर सुख देने
It
वाली
removes all the sorrow and
सबकी
gives you
दुआएं लेने
happiness.
वाली
It's what
हमारी मुरली है
allows you to receive blessings.
इतना मुरली से बाबा के महावाक्यों से
So the love for the Murli, for Baba's words. So ask yourself, how much love do I have for Baba's words?
तो जिसके दिल में और दिमाग में
And in whose heart and
Baba.
whose mind,
बाबा
it's just
Bachchi.
Baba, Baba, and then Baba says, child, child,
फिर पढ़ाई
and then
और
study,
श्रीमत
and then Srimad.
हम बाबा कहते हैं तो बाबा भी
When we
कहते
say
हैं बच्ची।
Baba, then Baba also says child.
मैं पूछूं हर एक अपने बाबा मुझे ऐसे कहते हैं बच्ची
And so I ask everyone,
फैशन
do you say Baba?
दृष्टि लेवे
This is
अरे
this fashion to
दृष्टि
come
तो
in front
बाबा
of
की
Baba and take
देने के लिए
drishti.
बैठा हुआ है
But Baba is sitting and giving
तो
drishti
इस
all the
टाइम पर
time.
आकर दृष्टि लेने
To come on the stage and to
दृष्टि
take
बाबा से
drishti,
कैसे मिलती है
that's not a big thing. But
लेने
how
वाले
to
कैसे लेते हैं
Baba gives drishti in
मुझे
such a
याद
way,
है,
and how do I take
ओम
that
शांति
drishti?
भवन में बाबा आया था बहुत
I
समय पहले
remember a
की
long
बात
time
है।
ago, Baba had come to Om Shanti
कहीं
Bhavan,
सब जो पापा के ये बहनें हैं ना पट में सामने बैठ के भाई
and
भी पट में सामने
all the
बैठ जाते
sisters
हैं।
and brothers were sitting right on the
बहुत
floor,
अच्छा
right in
है,
front.
बाबा ऐसे दृष्टि मिलती
And
है
that they, receiving
उनमें
drishti
से
is such
किसी ने कहा,
closeness.
"बाबा ने मेरे को
And
दृष्टि
somebody
नहीं
said
दी।"
that Baba didn't give me drishti.
पर दूर बैठे वाले कोई बैठे
Somebody was
आज
sitting
तो
far
बाबा ने
away,
बहुत अच्छी
and they
दृष्टि
said, "Oh, Baba gave me such beautiful
दी।
drishti
बहुत
today.
अच्छी मिली।
I
दूर
received
बैठे
really
वाला
beautiful
कहता है, "मेरे को
drishti."
बहुत अच्छी
The one
दृष्टि
sitting
मिली।
far away was saying, "I received such
और
beautiful
सामने
drishti."
मेरे को
The one sitting in front, Baba didn't give me
तो
drishti.
बाबा दृष्टि देने वाला देता है
So
या
the one
लेने
who is
वाले
giving
लेते
is giving, but the one who is taking, receiving that drishti,
हैं।
are you
देता
taking
सबको
it?
एक जैसा है
He gives drishti
पर लेने वाले
equally on the same level to
दृष्टि लेने
everyone.
के
But the
लिए
one who is taking, receiving that drishti, how are you doing
जब
that?
ऐसी नजरें हमारी होवे
And when my
या ऐसे नजरों को कैसे बाबा
my eyes,
हमको
my
उसको
vision,
देता है नजर द्वारा देता है
it's like
अपने नजरों में रखने के लिए
it's
मेरे
through the
नजरों में
drishti
जो
that
बाबा
Baba
है
keeps us close. And so in my vision, in my drishti, is there Baba in my
जैसे
eyes.
उस दिन बाबा ने कहा आशिक मैशूक होते हैं
And Baba
उनके
said the other
नजरों
day
में
how lovers
जिसके
and
साथ वही
beloved,
बनता है,
whoever they have
वही
love
नजरों
for,
में है।
that's that person is in their
जहाँ भी
eyes,
होंगे।
in their wherever they are.
वो माँ बच्चे है
A mother and a child.
जहाँ भी माँ होगी बच्चों
Wherever
को
the
याद आएगा।
mother is, the mother will remember the child.
ऐसे बाबा से रिलेशन संबंध
And
ऐसा
so
है
a relationship, do I have such a
एक बाबा,
relationship with
दूसरा
Baba
कोई।
that it's one Baba and none
तो
other?
आज तो टाइम अनुसार
And so according
ये
to
गीत पर
time,
मैं कहाँ तक मर जीवा लाइफ में हूँ
ask
कहाँ से
yourself,
मरी
the
हूँ,
question to contemplate
याद
today is
कोई याद
to what
कर भी
extent
नहीं सकता।
am I living a
इसमें थोड़ी-
life where
पर
I've died
ऐसी बातें भी
alive?
मुझे दिल कहता है मैं आपको छोटी छोटी बातें भी सुना दूँ
I would love to sit here and just relate all
जब
the
ज्ञान में
small
आई,
things to you. When I came into Gyan,
2 वर्ष तो मुझे इतनी खुशी
2 years, I was in so much happiness.
कोई देख के संबंध की याद नहीं है
I didn't
बस सुनी
remember
याद आई।
anyone, nobody.
एक बारी मुझे थोड़ा सा
And
पता
once
नहीं क्या हो रहा था
something was happening to me.
खुशी कम हो रही थी,
my happiness was decreasing.
मैं बाबा को बोला,
And then I said to
बच्ची
Baba,
कुछ नहीं है, मैंने कहा
and
माँ
then
मैंने कुछ
Baba,
भूल तो नहीं किया,
Baba said to me,
खुशी नहीं है,
child,
बाबा
there's
मेरी खुशी
nothing.
नहीं है,
But I said,
बच्ची
Baba,
कुछ
have I
नहीं है,
done
बच्ची
anything?
कुछ
You know, my
नहीं। मम्मा
happiness
के
isn't
पास
there
गई,
anymore. Then I
मम्मा
went to
बताती
Mama.
हूँ ना,
Mama,
मुझे
I'm
खुशी नहीं
saying
है, मुझे खुशी नहीं
I
है।
don't feel have the same happiness as I did
मम्मा के पास
before.
जाके बाबा के पास जाओ, बाबा के
So
पास
I would
जाके
go to
मम्मा के
Baba,
पास
I would
जाओ,
go to Mama.
तो कहीं कुछ बच्ची है ही
But
नहीं।
they would say, but
तो
child,
एक
there
बारी
is
बाबा ने
nothing.
कहीं फटक रही है,
And then Baba saw that this one,
उठा
you
के
know, that
दृष्टि
she's kind
दिया।
of in pain.
ने कहा,
And so then Baba gave me
बच्ची तुम
drishti.
किसको याद नहीं करती हो,
The
पर तेरे को
child,
याद
you
करते
are
हैं,
not
इसलिए
remembering anyone, but others are remembering
समझ
you.
गई।
That's why. And kind of, it was
समझ
like a
गए?
pulling my ear.
ये
Did
क्यों
you
बता रहे
understand
हो?
why I'm telling you?
तुम किसको याद नहीं
Okay,
करती
you are
हो,
not
तेरे को
remembering
याद
anyone,
किसी वो तेरे को याद
but
करते
they're
हैं,
remembering
क्योंकि
you,
उसको सब
and
कुछ
so
छूट
that
गया था
affects
बचपन में भी।
your happiness. And so, yes,
मुझे
in my
तब से
childhood,
समझा,
I
जानकी
gave
तुम मरी
happiness
नहीं हो,
to everyone. And that day I understood
तेरे को
that,
क्यों याद करते
Janki, you haven't
कोई
died.
नहीं याद कर सकता,
How can anyone remember me? They have no right to remember
मेरे
me.
अंदर ये क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है,
And so I
कोई
understood
मुझे
what
याद
was
करता
happening to
है,
me. Because
बाबा ने बता दिया,
Baba told me, somebody
बच्ची
was
को याद।
remembering me. And that's why my
दोनों का मोह
happiness
तेरे से नहीं
wasn't
छूटा है,
there and it was going. And so their attachment towards
ये
me
भी
hadn't
deep
been
अच्छी
broken.
realization
And so
है,
this realization
मेरा
is
मोह तो
deep.
छूट गया,
Okay, my
किसी
attachment
का
is
मेरे
finished,
में मोह न हो,
but nobody should have attachment
ऐसे
to
बाबा
me.
ने कान में फूंक
And
दिया,
so Baba had
मेरे में किसका
said that
मोह,
secret to me in my ear that nobody should have attachment
उसका
for me.
सुख दुख है ना,
And so that
कहीं
pain,
किसी के छोटे छोटे
somebody's
छोटी
faces
चीज़
kind
है
of become
तुम्हारी,
small. You know, why is your face so small? Why is not your face
क्योंकि
blooming?
कोई ना कोई
Because somebody or
अंदर
the other
खींचता है,
is pulling you.
तो बाबा जो एनर्जी देता है
And
वो
the
लेता
energy
नहीं है।
that Baba is giving you, you're not able to take that.
सच्चे प्रेम की जो बाबा शक्ति देता
Baba
है,
is giving the power of
वो दूसरा
true
लेने नहीं
love,
देता है,
but the other isn't allowing you
मेरा
to
लगाव
take
है या
that.
किसका लगाव
So
है,
my attachment or their attachment,
वो लेने नहीं देते हैं,
it's not allowing me to take Baba's true love. And this is such a deep understanding and realization through my thoughts of karma.
संकल्प
It's a subtle
इतना
thought.
शुद्ध श्रेष्ठ,
And so my thoughts on a really subtle level
ऐसा
have to
हो
be
जो
elevated,
बाबा देखे
pure.
बच्चा कैसे न्यारा रहने का पुरुषार्थ करके प्यारी बन रहे हैं,
How Baba is teaching us to become detached, to become loving, unique, special.
तो सेवा में भी
And so in service too, to have that feeling of being an instrument.
जो फल निकला उनसे भी न्यारा,
And so whatever you receive, the fruit of that, that's also, you're kind of detached from that,
निमित्त भाव से जो
of
हमारा
service.
फर्ज है,
And so my duty, my responsibility, everything to be accurate, and I play that part and then become detached.
न्यारे से बाबा का प्यार की शक्ति
When you remain
बाबा
detached,
के गले का हार बना,
then it's that love that you're able to have for Baba, and Baba's love allows you to become the garland around Baba's neck, and you're able to sit in Baba's heart, and you're also keeping Baba close to you.
सारा हाथ सारे शरीर में
In my whole body,
किसके लिए प्यार होता है तो दिल पर हाथ रखते हैं,
like when there's love for somebody, we put our hands on our heart. We don't put our hand on our head or on our legs, but we put our hand on our heart. And so to check,
दिल से पूछेंगे
to ask your heart honestly, when you look into the mirror of your heart,
राइट हूँ,
to what extent am I right? What's wrong? What are the mistakes I'm still
अभी
making?
अभी मैं गलतियों को सुधारूं,
So what mistakes can I rectify straight away, verify right now? Of course, service, lots. I know I'm not. It's not that I've done everything. Through everyone's cooperation, I've done. If I talk about service and think about it, it's a waste of time. It was in the drama, and through everybody's cooperation, it happened. By myself, I didn't do anything. It's my fortune that Baba gave me the understanding of how to be an instrument and do. And so Baba said, child, be an instrument. To stay in that soul conscious stage, to do service as in that consciousness of being an instrument. So these two things, soul consciousness and instrument. So soul
सीट पर
consciousness
बाबा नहीं बना के देगा,
means to sit on that seat,
अपनी सीट बना करके अपन को बैठना
your
है।
throne. You have to create that seat
सीट
and
यहाँ,
sit it just in the middle of the forehead, your
बैठना
throne.
मेरे को है।
I have to sit on that seat.
बाबा बिठाना सिखाता है,
Baba's
बच्चे
teaching
यहाँ
me how
बैठो,
to
बैठो,
sit on
यहाँ
that
बैठो,
seat.
बैठो, बैठो।
Sit here, that's what Baba's
तो
saying.
यहाँ सीट को कोई चार पाए नहीं चाहिए,
I don't need 4 legs on that chair. That seat doesn't need 4 legs.
यहाँ सीट को बैठने के लिए तीसरा नेत्र,
Just this third
नेत्र भी
eye.
ज्ञान भी है,
There's knowledge in this third eye.
बुद्धि भी है, तो
There's
नेत्र भी है।
intellect.
बुद्धि
There's
नेत्र इकट्ठा है।
divine vision,
जब
divine
हाथ में
intellect.
बुद्धि और नेत्र,
And so
जैसे
this,
आँख खुली,
it's like my
और बुद्धि
eyes have
खुली।
opened, which means my intellect is opened up.
तो याद किया दिल से,
And so I remembered with my heart.
याद किया दिल से, या कोई याद आया दिल
Remembrance
से,
is with the heart. You remember people with your heart.
तो दिल से और किसकी याद आई,
So if I remember somebody else with my heart, my intellect gone.
काम नहीं करेंगे।
It won't work.
पर बाबा की याद, दिल से याद है,
So when there's remembrance of Baba with that honest heart, then yeah, Baba's saying, child, sit here. Baba's giving me drishti and sort of getting me comfortable in that seat of the soul.
परिवर्तन आता है, जैसे
And
light
through that,
निकल
in that
रही है।
drishti, it's like this
और कुछ
transformation
नहीं,
happening,
light
and there's
निकल
this
रही है, light
light,
मिल रही है,
and
light
I'm
मिल रही है,
receiving
और
might.
औरों को vibration दे रही है। जैसे
And
बाबा
that
ने vibration की
vibration
बात किया,
is
light
spreading towards all. I am light, I am might.
मेरा भी भला सबका भला।
I'm benefiting, but others are also benefiting through that.
समझ किसको समझ में आ रही है
Who's
ये बात?
understanding this? Raise your hands if you're understanding this.
लाइट बन रही हूँ, माइट
I'm
ले रही हूँ,
becoming light and I
सबको
am
vibration मिल रहा है।
absorbing that might, and everybody
क्योंकि मैं
else is
कहती हूँ कि
receiving
जो
the
मेरे को
rays.
पूरा होता जाता है,
These days are
बाबा
going
के
by
आने
really
के पहले
fast. Baba is coming soon. Before
ये
Baba
स्थिति अभी
comes,
हम बनाई।
create the stage
Wow.
now, and then it'll be like,
योग्य
wow,
योगी बन गए।
that you've
योग्यताएं
become a
आई,
yogi,
बने।
you've become worthy, you've got the
बाबा कहेंगे, ये
characteristics
मेरे
within you.
अच्छे
And then Baba will say,
मददगार तो क्या,
child, you are such good
साक्षात मेरे
helpers,
समान मेरे
but you
बच्चे
are
हैं।
becoming just like me. You are like me. You are equal, the ones who will
मेरे
reveal.
समान, और दुनिया भी कहेंगी, ये
And
तो
the,
उसके
the world
समान
will
ईश्वर-
say that
ये
this
ईश्वर
one
का
is
रूप रखते हैं।
this one is same as God. They're in the image of God.
सच में कितनी शक्ति है,
They've got such power in them.
इसके आने से वायुमंडल कितना
They've come,
अच्छा
and
हो
the
गया,
vibration
powerful हो
in the
गया है।
atmosphere has become so powerful since they've come.
तो कल निर्मला बहन जो आपने दो शब्द बोले ना, मुझे
The,
जच गया।
Nirmala Ben, the 2 words that you said have really gone into my heart.
समझा कौन मीटिंग में जो निर्मला बहन ने
In the
बोला
meeting, Sister Nirmala must have said
ना,
2
गुलजार दादी
words.
आने से कितना फर्क पड़ेगा। हाँ। तो हम सबकी भी स्थिति ऐसी होवे,
And so our
जहाँ
stage
पाँव
should
रखे,
be
light
such that
रहे,
wherever
might बाबा के काम
our feet, wherever we
इस बारी
place our
ये
feet,
प्रयास
there should be
आपसे
light and might. This is
अपनी स्थिति से
through this
गिफ्ट
by
लेके जाना है मधुबन से।
take this gift from Madhuban this time, the stage of light and might.
चाहे तो हम भी अपने आप को पहले से न्यारे हैं, जो पहले थे ना,
Whatever I was
चलो हो
before,
गया, ड्रामा
okay,
में।
drama,
अभी
it was
तो
done.
अच्छा,
Now it's good.
अभी
And
तो
so like
अच्छा।
detach from even the
ना
old
मेरी
you
किसको याद
before you came
पुरानी
here.
बात याद आए ना मैं किसकी,
And
मैं
I
किसकी
shouldn't remember the
पहले
old
कल-
things,
कल
and
पहले-
I shouldn't
कल वाली
remember
बात, कल पहले जो कल वाली
yesterday's
बात याद
things
ना करो।
either, or of other people's old things. Just don't remember the past.
कल भी जो कुछ हुआ,
Whatever happened
मुझे भी
yesterday,
याद न रहे,
I
मैं
shouldn't
किसको याद
remember
दिलाऊं?
any of that, and I shouldn't remind anybody
इतना
else of
light
that.
रहना, might खींचना,
Through that, you'll
उससे जो
become
vibration
light, and you'll
मिलेंगे,
experience the might and the vibrations of that.
अनेक कार्य अपने आप सिद्ध होते जाएंगे।
You'll see that each
हो रहे
task
हैं,
will
होते
just
जाएंगे।
happen automatically, and there'll be success, and they will continue to happen.
अपन को किसी हालत में भी
No matter what
श्रेष्ठ
circumstance,
चिंतन से,
through elevated thinking,
श्रेष्ठ चिंतन के आधार से
on the basis of
व्यर्थ को
elevated
समाप्त
thoughts, finish waste.
मेरे को क्या करना है?
What do I have to do?
व्यर्थ को समाप्त,
I have to finish waste.
श्रेष्ठ चिंतन से संपन्न बनना है।
Through elevated thoughts, I have to become complete.
मेरे को क्या करना है?
What do I have to do?
यही करना है।
This is what I have to do.
समय अनुसार
According to the time,
बाबा के प्यार के मिले हुए पालना अनुसार
Baba's sustenance, Baba's
ये
love.
return देने का
This is the
समय है।
return, this is the time to give the return of Baba's
Return
love
दे
and
करके
Baba's sustenance.
फिर क्या सीन होंगी?
If you don't give the
नहीं।
return, what's the scene?
अपने
You know,
आप से
what's it going to be if I don't
positive
give the
नहीं
return?
होंगे,
It's like I don't want
तो
to see
return
that
देने के
scene.
बजाय वो scenes का दृश्य सामने
If I
आए।
don't give the return, then the other
अभी
scenes will
सोच
come in
लेंगे।
front of me. So think about those scenes. I don't want to see those scenes. So
जो
now,
बातें हुई है,
whatever has
जो
happened,
योग्य नहीं है,
whatever
उससे
isn't
अब मुझे
right,
मुक्त होना है।
now I have to
मुक्ति,
become
जीवन
free
मुक्ति का बाबा
from
कहते हैं।
that, and I have to
सतगुरु
experience
देता है
liberation
मुक्ति,
in
जीवन
life.
मुक्ति।
The Satguru gives you liberation in
अभी
life, and it's now that I'm going to experience liberation and liberation
सतगुरु
in
से
life
अभी लेनी है।
through the Satguru. I have to take this gift from the Satguru. Okay?
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
अभी 3 मिनट अच्छी तरह से ये बातों को
For 3
सारा
minutes,
दिन मैं
have
तो
good yoga.
इसी
Through the
भावना
day,
से खिंच से आती हूँ।
I come here with
सारा
that
दिन
feeling
इसी में रहने से
that
और सब
by
आप
staying in
खुद
these
की
thoughts through the
समाप्त
day,
यहाँ
then
ज्ञान
you will
सरोवर
finish the
या ओम
waste.
शांतिपुरम कहीं भी बैठे
Wherever
रहें,
you are in
पावक
Banda
में ऐसा
Bhavan in Gyan
वायुमंडल
Sarovar, the atmosphere should be
जो वो
such
वायुमंडल भी
that
साथ
through
में
that
जहाँ
atmosphere, in that
किसी ने पूछा
vibration,
वहाँ जाएं क्या करें? अरे ये
somebody was
वायुमंडल
asking
का जो
Daddy that
प्रभाव है
what
ना,
will I do when I go out there? You know, the,
वो
the,
ऐसा
the
हमारे ऊपर
influence
पड़े
of the
जहाँ
vibrations
पाँव
there.
रखे वो वायुमंडल
But
बन जाए।
you should go, when you go out there,
जहाँ भी
wherever you
जाएं,
place your feet, you will
बाबा ने
create the
मेरे को कहा
vibration
तुम
and
कहाँ
the
रहती हो?
atmosphere.
लंदन में रहती
Baba
हो,
asked me,
मधुबन
do you
में
live
रहती
in
हो,
London or
कहाँ
Madhuban?
रहती हो?
Where do you live?
पर ये क्या पूछता है बाबा
Baba
मुझसे?
kind of
कितनी बार
tests me
पूछता है, कहाँ
now
रहती
and then, and he asks
हो?
me,
मैंने
where
क्या
do you
जवाब
live,
दूँ?
London or
बताओ, क्या
Madhuban?
जवाब दूँ?
What answer do you think I gave, Baba?
कहाँ रहते हैं?
Where do we live?
लंदन में रहते
Do you live in London? No.
कहाँ रहते?
Where
बापू
do you
जी
live?
कहाँ- मधुबन रहती हो? कहाँ
Do you
रहते
live in Madhuban? Where do you live?
हो? बाबा के भुजाओं में रहते
In Baba's arms. That's the right answer.
हैं। कहाँ रहते हैं बाबा के? कि बाबा की भुजा है ना, भुजा काम करके भुजाओं में बैठ जाती है।
It's like we are Baba's arms, we
तो
do
जहाँ
the
भी
work and then
जाएंगे
go and
तो
sit in Baba's arms.
भुजाओं में बिठा के लेके जाएंगे।
And wherever you go, Baba will
जाता
take you
है,
in his
अनुभव कराया
arms.
है।
He's given me this experience.
तो सेवा क्या है?
What is service?
सेवा क्या है?
What is service? Hmm?
बाप के दिल में बैठे हैं तो
To-
बाबा की भुजा है।
When you sit in Baba's heart, then you are Baba's arms.
दिल में बैठे हैं तो बाप की भुजा है।
When you sit in Baba's arms,
नहीं
you
तो
are
भुजाएं
Baba's.
काम
You are
काम
Baba's
करने
arms in
वाली,
terms of you will be
थोड़ा
Baba's
सा
helpers.
दृष्टि खराब रखने वाली,
If my attitude, if
बाबा
my
की भुजा
vision
तो क्या
isn't
बात,
right,
बाकी
then
पाँव के नीचे भी नहीं आ सकती
you know, I won't be worthy to be in Baba's
समीप भी
arms.
नहीं
I
आ
won't be
सकती।
even worth to be Baba's in Baba's feet. I wouldn't be worthy enough to come close
पाँव
to
में भी आकर
Baba.
नहीं बैठ सकती है बाबा की।
It's like there's not even a place for me by Baba's feet.
गलतियां करने वाले
The ones who make
automatic दूर हट
mistakes,
जाते हैं।
they automatically distance themselves from
तुम
Baba.
गलती करके छिपाना,
Why?
फिर गलती
Because
करके अपन
you
बैठ
make
जाना,
mistakes, then you hide it, and then you sit down.
आज वो जमाना नहीं है
You know, there's no time for any of this.
जो
Okay, whatever
बाबा
happened,
ऐसा
Baba
दया कृपा का सागर है।
is the ocean
हमको
of
अपना
mercy
सुधार
and
करके अपना
forgiveness.
बना करके नैनों
He
पर बिठाई
makes
लेके
us
जा
belong
रहा
to Him and
और
sits
यही
us in His
चाहिए।
eyes, and this is what I want, Baba.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.